Alright guys, still a bit on the episode. So this year now I want to talk about functions for inside JavaScript. So normally as you dey progress for your coding and as you start to write plenty codes, you go soon reach the point when it be say you go start to dey repeat yourself for different parts of the codes. Now where we go need to put some of our codes now for inside functions. So to write this function for JavaScript now, the first what we go do, we go type the function keyword here. F-U-N-C-T-I-O-N. Okay, function keyword. Then after we write the function keyword, we'll go put the name when we give this function. So we'll just say something like display message. Then after this display message now, we go create this parenthesis. Now these are our brackets here. Then we put our curly brace. So like this now, so here we don't create our function. So first you go write this function keyword, then you go put the name where you give this function, which is display message. Then you go type this parenthesis here. This parenthesis now if collect values. What we go use now depending on how this your function in the structure. So maybe if we put something like age, name, address, something like that. If we put them inside here, because all these values, once we put them here now, it go they accessible for inside this function. We go use them for the function. You get? So more command this one first. Then inside this place now, after you open this curly brace now, this place now go be the function body. Any code that you write for here now, so now go be the function body. So if we just come here now, we just say alert function body here. So like this now we don't create function. But if we go our browser now, we refresh and see nothing they happen. Why? Because we just create and we not call the function. So to call the function now, what do we do? If we come here now, if we just say display message. So once we do it like this now, we call the function now to use for inside our program. So if I go back now, refresh now, you see and say they show function body here. You see now. So this function now, we first call them for here before we declare, or sorry, before we write the actual function. If we call the function before we write the function, it will work. But we need to make sure, say, if we call them like this, then this other main function body now, it doesn't exist for inside the code. Because if it not exist now, it could be problem. Okay, imagine I just write like this and I not put this function now. You see and say display message is not defined. It don't to wahala for us now. So just like this now, we don't create function. Just like we don't create function. Our function now, they collect values. Now be the essence of this parenthesis we create here now. If they collect values, if we come here now, put name. You see, if we come here now, put name for here. So this name now, if we use the name now, create something now for inside here, because this name now is now a variable, and this name will pass on for inside this our function here, what we call. You get? So if you just come here now, so I'll not use alert, might use console.log. I'll just console.log, then I go say the name of this function is the name of this function is, then I'll concatenate. I'll just put name. So now if I call this display message that I say I not pass the value here, so it happen. The name of this function is undefined. Why? Because this function now, so they expect value for inside this place. So if you just come here now, I go just put the name as maybe display, or if you put anything, if you put like scripts, just anything like that. If I go back now and run am, you see and say they show the name of this function is script. You see am. So now with a pass value enter inside this function to use for inside this place. So no wahala sha, as for the run they go for this particular tutorial now, I go show now. So can if I enter example now, self me see. So that I go just do now. Imagine say you get shop now and you get sales girl. You got to this sales girl say make sure they calculate the total money she don't sell for that day every time customer come buy something. So normally if we know they use functions and we won't write this kind code now, what we'll do if we do something like this now, we say if we create variable now, total sales is equals to 0. Get, because business just start now, so we never sell anything. So the first customer could buy something of like 500 naira now. So what we go do now, we'll say total sale is equals to, enter the type, total sales plus equals 500, which is the first way the person buy, or the first customer buy, abi. All right. So if we come now, we console.log. If we put something like this, say you don't sell total sales today. You see? So normally now say go B if we know they use functions. You get? So when the business start now, for today, now 0. Customer come now, buy something like 500 now. Then we have to put and say, okay, you don't sell 500 today. Customer come again, he buy something of like 750. We go say abuse the sales. Customer come again, he buy something of like maybe 250. We go say abuse now. So if we go the browser now, we go refresh now. You see, say the show you don't say 500. The next customer come and buy something, the money increase to 1,250. He buys another person come again, buy something, the money increase to 1,500. You see, so this example here say because we know this function now, so they make us duplicate our codes, and then where function they make brain, because using function it will make sure say we not the duplicate code. You get? So if you look at now, so we duplicate this code, after we calculate now, we attribute the total sales for today. Then when the other person come now, we attribute again. So it make us duplicate so many things here. So if we go use function to run this thing now, what we will just do? We will just come here now. So we go say function. Then inside this function now, we just call the function calculate sales. You see, calculate sales. Then this sales now, we go put our brackets, open the function body. So this sales now going to collect the money where you sell anytime a customer can buy something. So I think just put some say maybe item price. You see how I think just put say item price. Then I think come in, I might just copy this code. I'll say total sales is equals to, Control C, paste now for here. Total sales plus equals item price. You see, plus equals item price. So that means total sales is equals to total sales plus price. You get? So after we're done finishing now, if we come, then we attribute the value. You don't sell so amounts today. You get? So now what we go just do, we'll come here and I will say calculate sales. Then this calculate sales now go collect value. So if you put 500 now, which is the first value now, we'll go our browser, we'll refresh. See I'll say it don't say 500 today. You get? So if we come here now, duplicate this particular function now. You see, put the second one 600, put this next one like maybe 5,900. If we go back and refresh now, you see what happen. 1,100 now, then it does say 7,000 today. So now a better way now of writing this code, because it makes sure say all our logic now dey for inside this function. So if say maybe tomorrow now we want add something like they put discount whenever person buy something now, you get. Now inside here now we'll just come call refactor the code now to match the way we want them to the run now. You get. And the advantage will say we'll not call the come on this place now they call this, because if say we'll not this one now, say now this 1, 2, 3 day now. If we want to calculate that discount now, we'll get to calculate discounts for the first one, calculate for the second one. You get. So other than plenty stress, you see, that make sense to use function so that you know go to duplicate your code. So these are just nice example. So many examples there, like say we fit still run again. Another example what we look. Imagine now still onto your shop matter now. So you set cap for the shop, and based on say nobody get that kind of business now for the plaza. You get, you could get like 3 people where go the shadow customer come on your shop, and the idea be say for every customer where they carry come, that customer buy something, then they'll get 10% off the money. They say so by the end of the day now you can calculate the money give them based on how many customers the shadow come. Abi? So if you want to write something like that, I'm more duplicate this code. If say we not use function, see how the thing will be like. If say we not use function, so it will be like. So the item is saying now, so maybe na cap. So the cap now like 4,500. Abi? Then the triple the shadow now. We'll say the first person in now James. He shadow like 3 customer come that day. The second person in now BC. That one shadow like 2 customer come. Then the third person now like Jean shadow like 6 customers come. Based on sharp guy be. Then we go say okay, the commission what go give them for every customer the shadow come na 10%. So we don't declare our variables now. So what we go do? If we want to calculate James earnings now, if we just come in now, we'll just say James earnings is equals to commission over 100 times the price of the item, which is the cap. You see, so commission over 100 times the price of the item. So if we console.log, so more console.log James earnings, you see and say now 450 for one person where carry come. You get. So James could carry like 3 people come. So what we go do now? We go wrap this one again for inside brackets. Then we times sum with the amount of where James carry come. So we just say James. You see? So if we refresh for the browser, the total money where James get that in now 1,350. Abi? So we'll get to do the same thing now for every other person now. So we'll do it for BC. We'll go see do one for John. You see? So now just change this one small. We'll do one for John. So if I duplicate now, or print out BC earnings, then I print out John earnings. So if I go the browser now, I go refresh now. It's not say it doesn't show the earnings now. It show James on, it show BC on, it show John on. But the annoying thing here BC, these are codes now, all these are duplicate codes. You see, all these things are duplicate codes. And because say you try become professional, it don't make sense. Not be saying no go work. You get the person give you work now. If you write this many code like this now, so they don't know what you write inside the background. So far they work so far I think they work now they know. But you as a professional, you need to like still do the things the right way to some extent. Because not all of us perfect. So so I've had this duplication of codes. Then where function go come into play. Now the function will come into play. So if we rewrite this code now with functions, if we rewrite them with functions, now the way we go do them. I go duplicate all these ones. Sorry, I go comment all these ones. Then I could just come here. I go say function. Then calculate commission. So inside this commission now, the bracket now, what you go do inside now? So the number of customers. You see, the number of customers. So this number of customers now, I'll just copy this code here. I'll copy them. Then I'll say n is equals to this code I copy now. So instead of James now, I'll put customers. You see, so instead of James, I'll put customers. You get. Then when I finish, I'll console.log. I'll just log the n. So now we don't write it in the better way now because all our codes now are inside the function ID. So what I go do, I go just come this place now. I go run the function. I'll put James. I just duplicate. Put James, put BC, then I put John. You see? So if I do it like this now, I go back, I go refresh now. See, I say we still get exactly the same value, but the sweet thing here be say all this our logic now it is for inside function, so we'll not get to the duplicate all these many things again. Other nice video be like say if you say you write one self, go make the code this short yourself if you observe and well, but more lock up all those ones for now. Now the function will discuss that. So that's now how function they work. The function now they make sure so we know the duplicate codes, and it make our code now they much more cleaner. So many things they be like say if you use functions they do, and I know if you just pack them for one video now, but as we progress they go for inside these our tutorials now, I'm going to show now how all of them they play. Even function self will return value for you. You get function will return value for you. Okay, to return value now, what will we do? For this same function now, they show our customers now. So instead of coming to this place now, to just say to put James here now, you get. If you just omit, okay, you know what? I'll create new guy with the shadow for us now. I'll just come here now. So I'll say var Matthias. Then I'll say Matthias now they equals to calculate commission. Calculate commission. So now what did I want to say? This calculate commission never create this function, Abby. So I create the function. So I'll come down here. I'll put them here like this now. So it's going to happen. Instead of having to console.log this thing as well, I'll just come here. I'll say return n. Return n. What did I want to say? All this calculation will happen. After this calculation happen now, so the answer will come outside now. So the value now, it will just say for this n now be. Then when we say return n, this function, whenever you call them, that value now it will return come back for you. Whenever you call them, that value will return come back for you. So if we say Matthias now is equals to calculate commission now, then we'll go put the amount of people Matthias shall come that day now. So when Matthias shall like 13 people come now, you get this calculate commission now. So okay. I call write rubbish just now. This calculate commission now, so it go come this place now, it go calculate this amount of customers now with the commission. Then the value now it go save for this n. Then when we use return n, it will return the value where they calculate now for us here. So you go return the value we calculate now whenever we call this calculate commission. You dey see am. So if you just put on like this now, then if you have a guy so come that self. If you just console.log Matthias. So if I console.log Matthias now, go back. Sounds like Matthias money they show 5,850. You see am. So any now here we go end them. Now here we go end now for the function for this particular tutorial. So we're gonna practice, try different examples like that. Anything you don't understand, just leave comments now for the comment section and I will try to respond. So you know the binner. I'll see be your loyal boy from Top Big Tank and I'll see you for the next tutorial. Thank you.